Welcome back to our pitiful hard mode Kerbal 1.2 walkthrough, I guess we'll call it. Anyway, so first, since I haven't even upgraded any of these, I didn't even think about this. Yeah, forgot to accept one of these campaigns. I think what I'm going to do is, what I noticed is you can just set this to 1% and get, that's a pretty good deal. I'm doing that. And that's all I can do right now. So anyway, back to this. We have no active missions, so I believe it may be time to do the Orbit Kerbal mission, because I hate every other mission. I hate them. They suck. So let's Orbit Kerbal, go big or go home. So we got a big bonus there. We got 150,000. I don't really need anything though, so let's make a simple addition to our rocket here. I think, yeah, still got a pretty good setup here. All I really need to do is add another stage and probably some boosters to assist with the takeoff. So, whoops. Wow. This is actually, you know what? No. Quick thought. Let's just do this. Science Junior. Launch this one really quick and grab the science off of this. Because why not? Yeah. Nope. That's pointless. Did I do this one? I don't think I did the barometer, did I? No. Let's get the other one for the... Gotta get the leftovers. Alright. Dang it. Wow. Recover. Nine science. Yes, we are doing so well. So, well, didn't really get as much science as I'd hoped, so we're going to actually go back to what we were doing. Throw this together really quick. I can do this fast. Come on. There we go. Some fins. So 6 of them. Anything else? Can't put the science bay on this just yet. I don't trust the stability. I'm gonna wait before I put that on any of these. Plus I'm pretty confident I can probably get to orbit with this. I don't know, it might be kind of close, but you never know if you don't try. So check, check, staging. Boom, boom. Okay, staging is correct. We're going to switch to a different pilot. We're going to go back to Jebediah. Give him a turn. And our objective is achieve orbit. So, just going to make a hard right-hand turn. Alright. SAS on. Check staging. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, super slow liftoff. Could've... No, I couldn't have added any boosters. Maybe we won't get to orbit with this one. But that's alright. Give it a shot anyway. I'll wait till I get going about 100 before making any turns. Nudge it over a little bit. Nudging it over. Just want to get out of control somewhat. I'm going to change my gimbal. Gotta have dynamic gimbal control when you're doing these in hard mode. You gotta be quick on that stuff. You gotta be watching at all times. Watching an eye, keeping an eye on the aerodynamic forces. You can kind of hear it. When the wind is whooshing, throttle down. And actually, it's not as loud, so I'm going to throttle up. Approaching the thin atmosphere, so I'm going to throttle up the rest of the way. Try to pull over, do a nice gravity turn here. Going to finish off the first stage shortly. Alright, not too bad. .42 kilometers right now. Let's start turning over. I'm not afraid of no fire. We're high enough in the atmosphere that it doesn't really matter, but we're going to... Wow, I should not have been wasting all that fuel. Oh well. Just gonna wait till I get up here. See if I can achieve orbit or something approaching it. Yeah, I definitely fired for far too long. Wasted a lot of fuel. If this doesn't make an orbit, relaunching it, I might be able to if I'm smarter with my throttles. Anyway, let's give it a shot. Wow. Well, I'm going to think that, I'm going to judge and say that this will probably finish off in about 20 to 30 seconds. Probably about where I need to be here, so. Oh, the G-forces. Poor Jeb is experiencing 7 Gs of acceleration. 7 Gs. I gotta watch my fuel too. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it into orbit. Not quite gonna make it into orbit. And actually, realizing now, I forgot to put a heat shield on. So, actually going to slow her down. That was a mistake. That was a hard mode mistake that could cost dearly. But that's okay. We got some Delta V left. I may just be able to pull it off. It's going to be a tricky situation though. So here we go. This could be the end of Jeb. As we come in very hot. I think we'll be okay. But I guess we'll never know. Well, we'll know shortly. So the trick with re-entry, I've done a lot of SpaceX type re-entry procedures, is really waiting until you're into about 33 kilometers. When you're really on fire, you start to feel the heat. And then cranking the throttle to max. That's probably not how SpaceX does it. They probably slow her down before they're incurring anything resembling damage. So, good on them. But this is Kerbal Space Program. We're nuts. So I'm time accelerating through this too. Here we go. We're just slowly starting here. Not really seeing anything. Still nothing. 40 kilometers. 39. Might want to consider. Here we go. Ready and go. Yes. 9 Gs. Alright. We've lost that. Now, the trick is to slow down more rapidly by going into a non-aerodynamics kind of way. Actually, rolling would be a good idea too. There we go. Pull a little spiral there to slow ourselves down, a little trick. Now we will separate whilst moving, so that goes far away. And we're safe. A little nightmare there. Poor Jeb was thinking, oh no, I'm approaching orbit and the engineers sent me the comm. You have no heat shield. You can't re-enter. You must stop now. Poor old Jeb. He may have to get a new spacesuit after this mission. That one may be soiled. That's okay. He's a trooper. So let's not waste any opportunities. No, I guess we're not wasting any opportunities. Just going to try to do more science, but I guess that doesn't matter. Anyway, so one of the additional steps you need to be thinking about while you're building is what each stage is going to be doing during your mission, and then what the next stage is all the way through, including the re-entry procedures, because you have to have your heat shields on. It's very important. Or you're gonna have a bad time. If you French fry when you should pizza, you're gonna have a bad time. If you prograde when you should retrograde, you're gonna have a bad time. And there, see, it's not a complete loss. We have spare money. We're no billionaires club, but we have money and we actually have enough science to unlock this. So, yes, not completely lost. Not a loss. That was a tentative success, a surprise accidental success. We've changed the goalposts. Anyway, achieve goal. Step 1. Heat shield. Oops. Forgot, yeah. Step 2. I think we need to check our part count here. We have 1 part left. Yeah. So that means I need to take these off. Four parts left now. 4 parts and 3.37 tons. So, boy, I don't even like that. Whoops. Yeah, I really don't like that. It needs to be like that. But, I don't know. There's no good way to do this. Not too thrilled. I think I will take off one of these. That is simply the only answer. Actually, no, it's not. What am I talking about? My goodness. Let's just take off one of these. There we go. Alright, we're good. Now I can do everything I want to do. Just put on 4 of these. And then put on 2 additional boosters. I don't think I have enough. Yeah, I need a. I can do that. That's not worth it. So, nope, we put on the fleas. Fleas. That is all we need to do. Check your staging. Actually, one other thing you can do is, since we don't have any way to deter or any way to boost these in the right direction when they detach. You have to put them off center so they push away from the rocket when they detach anyway. We don't have enough parts to even put little caps on there, so those are like that. That is the Dr. Evil. Whoops. It is so reminiscent of the ship Dr. Evil used to escape. Anyway, all jokes aside, our mission, we choose to accept it, is to get into orbit and survive. So, we will be turning rapidly. 3, 2, 1, lift off. Yeah, the boosters certainly help. They get us up to speed. This is where it is not like the movie, though, and they don't remain attached all the way to space. That is where the illusion ends. Change our gimbaling. I'm out of control a little bit here. I need to get back on course. Off course here. Off course. Heading south. I do not want to be heading south. Drifting south. Still drifting south. Boy, oh boy, this is not going as great as I had hoped. But we're under control. I'm pushing the envelope, but not so far as to go out of control. And we're pretty high up now, so let's start pushing a little more steeply. We're about to finish this first stage here. Alright, first stage done. Let's check our apoapsis. We're pretty close, so I'm just going to give it a bit of a nudge. Just need to get up there a little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. We got to save all the fuel we can. Put up to 75 kilometers. Okay. So there's a little wiggle room here. 75 kilometers, and then we will put the Dr. Evil into orbit. The Dr. Evil will be our ticket to more science and more money. And we'll have to build a comm network eventually here. I'm hoping to get some satellite missions so we can start building comm relays as soon as I can unlock them in the science lab. Anyway, gotta focus on what I'm doing. Start burning. Try to get ourselves into orbit this time. And leave enough to come back home, otherwise we're just stranded in space. So, I'll be cutting this pretty close. Make sure I use everything I got. Every single drop of fuel properly and as efficiently as possible. There we go. Alright. We are so close. And orbit is achieved with enough fuel left to get home. So let's do some science. Oh. Guess that doesn't really matter, does it? That doesn't really matter either. Wow. We do not need anything over that. I wonder. I wish I could tell what biome I was over. I'm just near Kerbal, so that doesn't matter. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna save these. So, so I rename it on the daylight side, because that is always good. And we'll bring it down. We'll take it real gentle. Real gentle, since we're in such a low orbit anyway. Put it down to 40 kilometers. Put it to 40 kilometers. I always do my trick, point it to the side, decouple, so you don't change your important orbital parameters. And yeah, now we're going home. There we go. Jeb is going home. I'll turn that off. And time accelerate. We should be aerodynamically stable to the point where I don't need SAS on. Having it off is actually better as long as we're aerodynamically stable. And it would appear that we are. So we're coming home. I just got to deploy the parachutes at the proper time. And keep checking the science to see if there's any science to be made. Boy, that is really not really worth it. I'll keep that, I guess. In the atmosphere, done that. Pressure scan. Done that. Alright, kind of crazy here. Hold on, right. Let's see, it looks like we're gonna be hitting the land. Hopefully not any mountains. Looks like there's some pretty close to where we might be landing, or maybe where we will be landing. Fire! Oh, Jeb is a little worried. I am a little worried. It looks like mountains might be coming. It looks like we might be headed for the mountains. My cat. Alright. Wow. What terrible aim. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. I wonder if we can overshoot them. It doesn't look like it. It looks like we're pretty much going to land right on top of this freaking mountain. Well, this is where the hard mode comes in. So I'm actually going to aim for what I believe to be, probably incorrect, a relatively soft, a flat spot. But I'm probably going to overshoot that anyway. Probably land right at the base of this cliff. Well, there is new science to be had. Woohoo! Oops, I don't want to do that. I just want to actually observe it. Really? Come on. Log temperature. Log pressure. That's... Wow. Crew report. That didn't fail me. Alright. Looks like we'll be okay. Wow, we missed it. We could have had a bad time. We might have had to use the French fry technique. Or, I'm sorry, the pizza technique. To, stop ourselves from... Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Turn on SAS. Oh boy. Turning SAS on and I'm turning myself. Heck yeah. Try not to make your ships rollable. It's a good idea. I almost forgot to do this. Man, the multiplier for hard mode is so low, you don't get any science. Anyway, that'll do it for this one. We'll see how much science we got, and I will see you next video. 28. Not too bad, but not enough. So, the mission continues next time.